Flat Out, Flat Broke. Written by and will be read by Perry Mccarthy.
To Karen. There is no cure for birth and death, save to enjoy the interval. Soliloquies in England, 1922. War Shrines. P.S. I love you. Here's to the next 30 years. To Julian Bailey, Mark Blundell, and Bob Tappin. Well, boys, after some of the stuff we've been involved with, I find it difficult to believe we're all still alive. My life would have been much different and nowhere near as much fun without you all.
Flat Out, Flat Broke by Perry Mccarthy. Introduction by 1996 F1 World Champion Damon Hill. There are legions of ex-racing drivers with a tale to tell of how they could have made it but never had the money, or were cheated out of a drive they believed should have been theirs, or had to admit to themselves the painful truth that they lacked the total commitment needed to succeed. Of these, most will have come to terms with living without the ever-present gut-churning anxiety and heart-palpitating stabs of fear that haunt a racing driver's life. But for those who enjoy that sort of thing, there is no hope of escape. They have to have it in whatever form it takes. These people are known as Perry Mccarthy. If you are ever blessed enough to meet Perry, he will first ask you how much money you have on you, and then how much you can get, and finally, if you could be so kind as to give it all to him so he can go racing. It's impossible not to like him despite this. No is a word that Perry has heard more times than the word yes by a factor of infinity. Yet he still does not give up hope. This is known as madness. So why do we like him? Because no matter how many times he gets knocked down, he just gets back up again and has another go. Persistence has not exactly paid off for Perry in the same way it smiled on me. But he will never have to lie in bed staring at the ceiling thinking, I wonder if I could have tried harder. The real reward for Perry is that, along the way, he has had a hell of a lot of fun times to counter the desperate times. They are all accurately embellished in this book, together with a few things he should have left out, notably the stories with me in them. But I refuse to concede to his demands for money yet again. Life is what happens when you're busy trying to win races. And in this regard, Perry is a winner of life itself. Okay, that's enough grovelling. Can I have my money now?
Introduction. By the middle of 1992, I had to keep reminding myself that I was a Grand Prix driver. Formula One, pick of the bunch, top of the international motor racing ladder. Well, it didn't seem like it. My life was hell. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fastest of them all, I'd ask. The reply? Not you, sunshine, although you might be the craziest. An extract from Christopher Hilton's book, Inside the Mind of a Grand Prix Driver, The Psychology of the Fastest Men on Earth, supported this view.
The next race was at Hockenheim, Germany. 6 cars were to be involved in pre-qualifying on the Friday morning, and Formula One drivers Julian Bailey, Mark Blundell, and JJ Leto were out on the circuit at a corner, watching as the session began. McCarthy, who certainly did not know Hockenheim in a Formula One car, approached. McCarthy, where are they braking for this corner? Bailey ruminated, because he was thinking about where the good cars braked. Just after the 100-metre board. McCarthy. Right. He continued his recce. Bailey to Blundell. I don't believe he's going to do this. They stood waiting, and after a while they heard the distinctive high-pitched wail of a Formula One engine on its way towards them. It burst into view, what Bailey describes as that black Andrea Moda thing, McCarthy's car, going whang. Bailey shouted, No, don't do it! Bailey was deeply, deeply sure McCarthy couldn't make it. Leto put a finger to his forehead, the international sign for madness. McCarthy was absolutely determined to brake after the 100-metre board. How he made that corner that day, I don't know, Bailey says. We were actually scared, and we told him that. I honestly thought he was going to kill himself there.
Like my...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?